What's up, YouTube? This is Nestars, your guy, coming in here with some updates on the channel and our platform. But first, I would like you to take advantage of the opportunity to become part of our group here on Facebook, Nestars Live Urban. We are currently topping up at 21,100. We need more of you to partake in this, and vice versa. We need more of the Facebook group to continue subbing to our YouTube channel. We got some plans in store. Yes, we do. I also want to give a big shout out to some of my constituents for helping with this process. I see a lot of people coming over from Grown Men Talks platform and For No Fame's platform. They are subbing. Salute. We appreciate it over here. It is so much better to network and work together. Teamwork, making the dream work. That's what it is. Support. So, with that being said, I wanted to bring up a topic that I touched on earlier about a young lady who has been representing the United States for quite a while, Miss Brittney Griner. It has been relayed that officials have finally been granted access to see her, and she is apparently in good condition. She did have one complaint, which I thought was kind of humorous, and that she did give a insight into her, um, her character right now. Uh, she said the beds was too small. Now, anybody who follows this, hey, shout out to Hunter Rizzo. Thank you for coming through. Anybody who follows this knows that Brittney Griner is about 6'10", I believe, 6'11". I mean, she's there. She's got good size. I mean, she is one of the most dominant defensive players in WNBA history, and that's kind of obvious. I mean, who knows what her wingspan is? But if you look at her arms, it look like she could take the bottle cap off of a Coke bottle if she chose to. Just squeeze it in between her elbow and pop the top. I mean, she's in extremely good shape, good health, and whatnot. But she also is 6'10". Give that lady, give that lady a queen size bunk at least. Give her some accommodations over there in Russia. You already know. So, but yeah, she's been granted access to some officials from the United States, and obviously that means consultation, which is a good thing because we need our people to be careful in these times, especially when they are talking about war. Not a good thing to be caught up in this at the moment. Here's a statement released from a representative in Texas, and he is quoted, and I'm quoting him, saying that Brittney's detention, and this is by Texas Representative Joaquin Castro, he's saying that Brittney's detention is part of a Russian wrongly detained and imprisoning U.S. citizen pattern. Citing former Marine Trevor Reed as an example. Reed was detained in the country for more than 2.5 years on charges that American officials claim were fabricated. So that's part of what they've been doing, is kind of beefing up charges. And this representative goes on to say that U.S. citizens are not political pawns. And that's what I think we're seeing here. We're seeing that she is being, caught up in the political scheme of things, the landscape of things. Russia's they're reacting to some of the embargoes and some of the things that's happening. So now they want to take their ball off the playing field, and they don't want to play fair no more. And we get it, but doing that with somebody from with such a big stature is not a good look. Obviously, a lot of moving parts are happening, and she is somebody that is very well known, very representative of the United States in her citizenship. You know, she does a lot of good work behind the scenes. Obviously, she's working with kids. You know, she's a part of a lot of nonprofit organization movements. She does represent the LBQ. I never do know how to say that, but she is part of the Pride community, and she works for those rights, and she has been an upstanding citizen. Now, here, as we know, in the United States, shout out to Hunter Rizzle, making this plain that yes, no one should be arrested for weed in 2022. But the thing is, you know, the United States, we're a lot more liberal these days. You know, it was a time where that was considered, you know, also a crime for, you know, especially when you're traveling. You know, if you're trying to travel, you know, interstate, you know, and you had something that wasn't quite right like this, you could be detained and arrested and charged. That was a while back, you know what I'm saying? But now we're talking about uh, uh, international traveling and different laws, and the thing was, you're absolutely right, Rizzo. I mean, when we're talking about just a pen, that's you know not. I mean, you hear the wording that their media is using with it. They're calling it hashish. We just know it's a vape pen. We know what it is. It's a vape pen, and you know it's got the marijuana extract, the THC extract in there, and it's legal, especially if you've been medically cleared and prescribed. Which we don't know, that could be the case or not. But whatever the case is, it's legal whether you have it or not. So you know, it's just kind of strange, you know, that, you know, while she was traveling, and apparently this happened a while back, and then they decided to catch her up on this and detain her. Obviously, it's a political game, and yes, she was somewhat set up. I have to agree with you, Hunter, on that. She's been set up and being part of the chess game that the Russians are playing with our citizens. So, at least at this point now, she is being allowed consultation. The U.S. is being allowed to sit down and give her advice and check on her status, and that's a good thing because you know we don't know how other institutions are and how they treat us. Apparently, though, she is okay, and you know, we just all we can do is hope that somehow or another that the powers that be will see fit to bring Brittney back home. You know, I know like what we have to be mindful of, especially in these days and times, and the political landscape, that we have to be careful not to get caught up in situations like that. And that's why I believe that they need to be, especially the leagues and the franchises that have the power, they need to go on ahead and you know give her some you know some give not just her but other players who are traveling abroad. See, these women are traveling abroad um, is because they are seeking to make employment revenue and take advantage of their athletic prowess abroad. Because I mean, let's face it, they're not being paid that much. So playing basketball is like it's a year-long thing for these ladies, and so they get paid even more money to play across seas. But you know, I mean, at certain points, it's okay, you know, I mean, but it's just that the climate is so iffy. It's like we got to be mindful, and I believe they need to have counselors and stuff in place, you know, people that can give advice on how we need to travel, how we need to, you know, make sure that we don't get caught up in these fluctuating political schemes that's going on. I mean, this is just a prime example of something that could have been avoided. You know what I mean? It could have been avoided. You know, and just a little bit of pre-planning on your flight. I mean, here in the U.S., yes, you can do that. You put everything in a bag. You're okay. You know, you might even have to say what it is because yes, they do want to know. But the whole thing is we already know in the United States we got dispensaries down near in every state we can go to. We can get a new pen. We can get some more some more cartridges. I don't know what they call them because I don't know if you know uh how they term it, but I don't do that stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know how they term it, but I guess it's a cartridge. You can buy all that stuff everywhere you go and avoid those issues, which is 100. So, you know, if we want to avoid those issues getting caught up and stuff, let's just think in terms of like, you know, just going to a 7-Eleven and getting another pack of cigarettes. And every time you travel, you got to go somewhere. Thanks for queuing that in for me, Hunter. Yes, a vape cartridge is what it's called. And so, what's inside of the vape cartridge, obviously, is the ingredients from THC and whatnot. And it's just not legal everywhere internationally. People are not as liberal as the United States has become. But from what I can see and the way things are going, we seem to be having a lot of push behind this. Shout out to those political advocates, the WNBA, her family, the media people. They're getting behind this, and from what I'm seeing is, you know, although she has her stay has been extended till May. Her court date has been extended till May, and I believe that there's just some wrangling going on and whatnot, and they're gonna go ahead and get her. That's just my belief, and that's my hope. So, shout out to all the people that's behind her. Um, so, with that being said, I want to thank everybody from the other platforms that I've been associated with. Um, I'm gonna give them a shout out right off the bat. For No Fame and Grown Man Talk P and all the people that's come aboard and subscribing to the channel. I think I've gained about 50 or so subscribers in the last 3 to 4 days, man. Salute. I appreciate that. That's the support. And as you guys know, I show my support as much as possible. You guys are on the East Coast, but everything else I share on my Facebook pages and all that. And you guys are all the best. Thank you for the return support. Um, we are having the channel giveaway. It includes that you sign up for the Facebook channel, and the Facebook guys, you have to sub to the YouTube channel. And when we get to 100, each time we get to 100, we're gonna give away a channel. And if you want to know about that, you can go to netstarslive.online and see what that is about. And we're trying to help you build your channel on extending applications. That's what it's all about. You want to be on all iOS applications. You want to be on Samsung TV, Apple TV, and all of those other applications. We got you. We got you. Come check me out. Um, help yourself. Help us help you. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you get monetized. Even if you can't get fully monetized on YouTube, you can get monetized on your own. Trust me, it is very possible. So with that being said, thank you for your support. I'm gonna let this one go until the next one. All right.